Q&A, ha?
Nakita nga po natin just a few minutes ago, si Vice President Sara Duterte ay dumating at nagpakita for the first time dito sa Senado. Ngayon po ay ikalawang araw na ng impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. At ang kanyang pahayag, in this bloodbath, she will be bloodied but unbowed. Yan po ang kanyang maigsing pahayag at meron niya ding sinabi, hindi siya pinayagan ng kanyang team na sumagot ng anumang mga tanong mula sa media. Nagkaroon po siya ng panandaliang press briefing. Napanood niyo din po yan kanina. At ngayon po, sinabi din ng kanyang spokesperson na si Attorney Michael Poa na hindi pupunta o dadalo si Vice President Sara Duterte sa kanyang mismong trial at nandito lamang siya para sa meeting kasama ang kanyang mga counsel. Nilinaw din niya
下载福培达 App， 手指轻点，人气排队餐厅美食快送到你家。
examination mula sa prosecution team at magsusunod naman po dyan yung cross-examination ng ating defense team. Matapos po niyan, maaaring magkaroon din ng redirect examination. Yun pong muling pagtatanong ng prosecution team kung sakali man po na may makitang butas doon na sa pahayag, yun po yung pagkakataon para muling linawin matapos i-examine ng defense team. Pagkatapos po ng redirect examination, magkakaroon po uli ng re-cross examination ang ating defense team. Ang mga senator judges po natin, yung ating mga senador na sila ding hahatol sa vice-presidente ay may pagkakataon din pong magtanong doon sa ating witnesses. Ngayong araw, inaasahan natin posibleng isa muna sa dalawang NBI agents yung maging witness at posibleng kinabukasan yung pangalawa. Mula po dito sa Senado, ito po si Isabel Pechay para sa Inquirer. Tutukan po natin ang mga susunod na kaganapan.
Respectfully appearing as counsel for the prosecutors, acting under direct control and supervision of the panel of prosecutors of the House of Representatives.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Sonia Castillo, Private Prosecutor, under direct control and supervision of the public prosecutors. We are ready, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Dina Melissa Lorenzo Singyan, for counsel for the prosecutors. We are ready, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Marford D. Fua, appearing as counsel for the panel of prosecutors. Good afternoon. We are ready, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I am Attorney Erwin G. Matib, respectfully appearing as counsel for the prosecutors. We are ready.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Justine Lamarca, respectfully entering my appearance as counsel for the prosecutors. We are ready, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. With respect, James Brian Ibrahim Ali of Pecca Barlo, formerly Ponce Enrile Reyes and Manalastas, appearing as counsel for the prosecutors. We're ready to proceed today, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Reynaldo Robles of the law firm of Chan Robles and Associates, appearing as counsel for the prosecutors under the control and supervision of the public prosecutors. Ready, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Bettina Nepomuceno Zamora, respectfully appearing as counsel for prosecutors. We are ready.
May it please the court, Attorney DUTERTE, appearing as counsel and under the control and supervision of the House panel of prosecutors.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Benjamin Sigua Tolosa Jr., respectfully appearing as counsel for the prosecutors, acting under the direct control and supervision of the prosecution of the Red Honors.
No other entry of appearances. Is it? How many in all, Representative Luistro? 11 on the part of the House insofar as the panel of prosecutors is concerned, and
We understand, Your Honor, that only 13 private prosecutors entered their appearance today. Nevertheless, Your Honor, as manifested by the Honorable Jokno, the written entry of appearance has been filed already with the Honorable Impeachment Court.
nevertheless, as they appear or will be participating in the trial, kindly inform them to enter their formal appearance during the trial.
Your Honor, the entire 15 private prosecutors have filed already their written entry of appearance with the impeachment court. The articles of impeachment will be presented by 4 separate teams, Your Honor. And that explains why the House prosecutors or the panel of prosecutors are joined by 15 private prosecutors, Your Honor.
Noted. Thank you, ma'am. Senator Cayetano, what is the pleasure of the lady from Taguig?
Yes, Mr. President, I just have a question for the prosecution panel. I understand that there is no requirement for the members of the House who form part of the prosecution to be lawyers. But may I know if they are all lawyers, and if some are not, may we know who are not lawyers? Thank you.
Your Honor, all the 11 House prosecutors are members of the legal profession.
Does that satisfy the Senator Judge?
Yes, I was just curious, Mr. President, because it's not a requirement, so I was just curious if in fact they are lawyers. Thank you.
Duly noted. The response of the lead prosecutor is duly noted.
Your Honor, may I just enter a correction to the earlier manifestation?
The lady may proceed.
Instead of 13, 14 private prosecutors are able to enter their appearance today. Nonetheless, all the 15 have filed their written entry of appearance with the impeachment court, Your Honor.
Noted. Appearances for the respondent.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I am Sheila Sison, respectfully appearing for Vice President SARA Zimmerman Duterte. With the permission of the court, my co-counsel will enter their respective appearances.
You may proceed.
Gregorio Y. Narvasa II.
Christine R. Ferrer for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Michael Wesley Poa for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Carlo Joaquin T. Narvasa for the Vice President. Good afternoon, Your Honors. I am Mark C. Vinluan for the Vice President. Good afternoon, Your Honors. Justin Nicole V. Gular for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Lyndon Miguel C. Bacuel for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I am Ralph Borja Bodota for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Roberto Nervasa Batongbacal for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. David Ronel Amgoli VII for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Carl Dace G. Oroseo for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Charlene Radok for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Francesca Marie V. Flores for the Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Miguel Carlos Alvar Fernandez for the Vice President.
Chair notes the entry of appearance of the counsels for respondent Vice President SARA Zimmerman Duterte, and Chair likewise notes that the Vice President is not physically present but represented. On May 19, 2026, the court, pursuant to Rule 7 of our rules, issued the summons to Vice President SARA Zimmerman Duterte to answer to the articles of impeachment. On May 20, 2026, the Sergeant at Arms served the summons on the Vice President and made a return of service under oath before the Secretary of the Senate. Let the return be entered at large into the records pursuant to Rule 8 of the Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials. So ordered. Likewise, the court received pleadings, comments, manifestations filed by the parties. All such pleadings, comments, manifestations, and requests filed by the parties, as well as all issuances and orders of the clerk, as well as the clerk of court, made through the presiding officer, are hereby deemed read into the records of the case. So ordered. At this juncture, the chair would like to direct the parties to prepare for their opening statements. We will start with the prosecution. May I know from the prosecution who will deliver the opening statement, and from the respondent who will deliver the opening statement? Under our rules, only one lawyer shall deliver the opening statement for either side. I presume Representative Luistro, you will deliver for the prosecution and for the part on the part of the respondent?
I will deliver the opening statement for the defense, Your Honor.
Representative Luistro from the panel of prosecutors of the House of Representatives is now recognized to deliver her opening statement for the prosecution. You may proceed, ma'am, and you have 15 minutes.
Your Honor, before I proceed, the prosecution respectfully moves for the reading of the 4 articles of impeachment and the entry of the corresponding answer or plea for each article of impeachment, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is consistent to the Senate rules on impeachment, particularly Rule 7, Your Honor, the last paragraph of which mentions about failure to appear, failure of the lawyer to appear, and failure to file answer. There should be an entry of plea of not guilty. Likewise, Your Honor, under Rule 9 of the Senate Rule of an Impeachment, which says that the person impeached shall then be called to appear and answer the articles of impeachment against him or her. In this rule, Your Honor, it was likewise provided that the name of the person appearing in behalf of the respondent should be entered into the record. And by the answer, Your Honor, it is humbly believed that it pertains to the particular plea of whether guilty or not guilty of the respondent, Your Honor. Likewise, Your Honor, under Rule 21, Your Honor, the trial of all the articles of impeachment shall be completed before the senators vote on the final question of whether or not the impeachment is sustained. It is gleaned from this rules, Your Honor, that the senators will be voting on a per article basis, Your Honor. And that is why it is the humble submission of the prosecution that there should be reading of the article and entry of the particular plea per article, Your Honor. This likewise, Your Honor, manifests our complete adherence to the mandate of the Constitution sa pagbasa po ng mga artikulo ng impeachment at pagpapasok ng sagot ng respondent. Maipakita po natin sa sambayanang Pilipino ang ating pagsunod sa mandato ng konstitusyon. Likewise, Your Honor, it upholds due process, not only of the respondent,
but also of the Filipino people. Sa pagbasa po ng mga artikulo ng impeachment, she will be informed of the nature of the accusation against her bago pa po siya sumagot whether she is guilty or not guilty. Likewise, Your Honor, ang 4 na artikulo po ng impeachment ay nakabase sa iba't ibang alegasyon ng facts at iba't ibang nature of accusation or cause of action, Your Honor. And with that, Your Honor, it is perceived that there is a possibility that the plea of the respondent to each and every article will be different from one another, Your Honor. And lastly, Your Honor, this is consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment because the senator judges, the honorable senator judges, Your Honor, will be voting on a per article basis after the conclusion of the trial of this impeachment case, Your Honor.
Chair will respond. Unless the counsel for respondent would like to say something about the motion of the distinguished lead prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor, may I comment?
The lead may proceed.
Before the presiding officer can rule on the motion or request of the lead prosecutor. But before I give my comment, may I just clarify if the lead prosecutor is now making a motion to arraign the respondent accused.
Your Honor, whether this is arraignment or otherwise, the motion of the prosecution is very much consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment.
I think the question, Your Honor, is very simple.
As I have
It's
mentioned, Your
answerable by
Honor,
yes or no, Your Honor.
Rule
Is the
7,
lead prosecutor,
Rule 9,
is the lead
Let this
prosecutor
not be a debate between the
requesting
counsels.
for the respondent accused
Counsel
to be
for
arraigned, Your
respondent, kindly make your comments and avoid asking questions from the counsel for the prosecutor. We will recognize the counsel for respondent for her comments on the motion and the manifestations made by the lead prosecutor for the House. You may proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe I have a standing question to the lead prosecutor, and I would like to ask her for the legal basis for requiring the respondent to be arraigned today. Because, Your Honor, I note that in her request earlier and manifestations given for the respondent to be arraigned today, she cited Rule 7, Rule 9, and Rule 21. However, in Rule 7, it very clearly states that if the person impeached after service shall fail to appear either in person or by counsel on the day so fixed, or appearing shall fail to file his answer to such articles of impeachment, the trial shall proceed nevertheless as upon a plea of not guilty. Well, this rule is clear. It does not talk about any arraignment. And if we take a look at this sentence, everything here has been satisfied. The respondent accused is here, has attended through counsel. She may not be in person, but the notice given to the defense is that she may appear through counsel. Second thing is that the respondent accused was also able to file her answer. And so Rule 7 does not support the request of the lead prosecutor that the respondent accused be arraigned today. Now, on the matter of Article 9, counsel also say that the person impeached shall then be called to appear and answer the articles of impeachment against him or her. And if he or she appears, or any person for him or her, the appearance shall be recorded, stating particularly if by himself or by agent or counsel, naming the person appearing in the capacity in which or he appears. If he or she does not appear, either personally or by agent or counsel, the same shall be recorded. And for all intents and purposes, respondent is present today through counsel. There is also